Hi, my name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, the movie Scarlet Bond. Anyway, this film is based off of the hit manga and anime series, of which I have neither read of nor seen a single episode of, so I was a complete newcomer to this series. That may have been a bad idea to not, do some homework before seeing this movie, because this film is most definitely designed for long-term fans of it, because this film has a boatload of characters that it does not go into full detail on, and it has a lot of lore to it, of which I had to work overtime to keep up with. So I guess so just overall, I will try to focus on the things that I liked the most about the series, just on purely standalone and basis to the best of my abilities. So with all that in mind, here are my thoughts. First off, I will talk about the writing in general. The writing uses a lot of exposition dumps to ensure that the audience is up to date on the plot of the film. Heck, so much so that Rimuru, the character from the titular slime from which the anime derives part of its name, at one point comments about how her dialogue is an exposition dump. And I mean, funny, yes. That doesn't quite mean that the exposition dumps didn't halt the pacing a bit, but I appreciated the lampshading nevertheless. Also, like I said, so many characters pop up, so much so that I was like, should I be taking notes on this? I feel like I'm going to be quizzed on who's who and what's what. But again, and also the writing clearly featured a lot of recurring gags for characters that I, being a newcomer, wasn't able to fully appreciate. That being said, there were a few recurring gags, like for example, Rimuru, the slime, he has a secretary who seems to have a penchant for food that smells awful, and it got some laughs out of me. Plus, the film's irreverent tone overall consistently got chuckles. Like, literally, at one point, there's a plot point where the hero, the reincarnated man with a new name, he has to go convince a dragon to give them access to the forest, and the dragons, and they build it up to be like super hard and super difficult, to which the dragon's just like, okay, yeah, sure, just keep the place neat and don't go overboard. Cool. I kind of like that. That was funny. My favorite part of the film was the hero and Towa characters. A mercenary and a queen of the Raka kingdom, I think. And so I enjoyed their dynamic. So Hiro, he's a mercenary who's within an inch of dying, and is saved by Towa. And it's interesting seeing the dynamic between the two. They have solid chemistry, and seeing the ends to which the other will go to save each other is really good. It's my favorite part of the film, if only because I could barely understand anything else. In fact, so much so that I enjoyed their character dynamics so much that it was even enough to compensate for a third act that it kind of feels too long. It feels like there's a whole lot of characters that I just barely know enough about to understand, engaged in their own little mini battles going on throughout the film. Plus, it doesn't help that there's another exposition dump. An exposition dump that does make the film more interesting, but nevertheless, it does halt the pacing a bit. But again, like I said, the character dynamic was really good, and the climax has some interesting character development and true character moments, so I did enjoy that. Also, the animation. I really enjoyed the animation because it's well done, it's fluid, and at times can even be really hard R-rated. I was like, dang, that went dark fast. And so I enjoyed that, and the creativity of the designs of all the various monsters and characters to them was really good. However, it does seem like the background department had a few budget cuts because at times the backgrounds can be a little bit lackey in detail. So overall, despite having a lore that's a bit too dense and characters that are too numerous for newcomers to fully understand, this film has just enough standalone material to please newcomers. Plus, it has a fun, irreverent tone to it, and some fun animation to it as well. So, with all that in mind, I will be giving That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, the movie, Scarlet Bond, 3 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you like this review and would like to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, did you like Scarlet Bond? Why or why not?